If you do not know the pressures, the angles, the speeds that get you where you want to go, how he's supposed to know?
Now, most women don't know how to reach their orgasm because they don't know their bodies. How do you expect a man to take you to your climax when you don't even know the road leading to your own orgasm by yourself? Help me make sense of it. You cannot expect a man who doesn't know your terrain, who doesn't understand, who has never been a woman before, does not know how it feels like to be a woman, to understand how to get you to your climax just because he has slept with several women back in the past. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jane Lawrence and I come with a lot of juicy content. On today's episode, I will be talking about something that, in the African setting, it is sort of a taboo or very, very dirty. And that's, women touching themselves. Okay, I know most African men, if not all, have wanked in their lives, once in their lives, or they constantly do that. And I feel, as a matter of fact, this has helped men realize their sexuality. They've realized what gets them off and what pattern, what stroke get them off. Because they've learned their bodies by themselves. They've touched their bodies to the point that they know exactly what they can do, what they can think about that can get them off easily. What pattern, what speed, the amount of speed, the amount of pressure they apply on their joystick for them to come. But on the contrary, when it comes to an African woman, when you talk to them about touching themselves, they are like taken aback by it. They think that it's very dirty and not a thing for you to do. Like, it's a yucky thing for you to do to make yourself reach an orgasm. It's, some sort of a taboo to ever engage in. And I'm like, wow, okay. I always seem to have this conflict of, opinion with one of my best friends, all right? She doesn't like the idea of a woman touching herself. I mean, like, why would you want to do that? A man can do it for you. How can a man do it for you when you don't even know what pressure to apply, what patterns, what rhythm suits you? Some women don't even know where their clitoris are. It's funny. Some people don't even know that their powerhouse, aka the clit, is super, super sensitive. That's because they have this mentality that, no, it is a dirty thing for you to do, to want to touch yourself. Why would you do that? But before I delve into it, what spawned this conversation was, a video that I came across on Instagram. I'm going to put the link. I think it's hardly something, but I can't remember the full name, but I'm going to put the name right below and the link to the video on YouTube right here in my description box so that you could go listen to what the woman had to say. But I only listened to the excerpt, just a short clip that was being posted on Instagram where this woman came out and was like, it is not the man's responsibility or it is not the man's job to make you reach your orgasm. And that's for a fact. That's something that I've been talking to my friend about and she refuses to understand. Let's just listen to what she's got to say right here.
Women have to masturbate. If you do not know the pressures, the angles, the speeds that get you where you want to go, how he's supposed to know? Contrary to popular belief, your orgasm is not a man's job. It's your job.
Now, she's absolutely right about what she said. Now, most women don't know how to reach their orgasm because they don't know their bodies, right? And you're waiting upon a man who doesn't even know or doesn't have an idea, doesn't have an inkling of what it feels like to be a woman, to be able to know your terrain, go through your terrain, and help you reach your climax. It's very impossible. You have got to first know your terrain first before you try to lead someone to your paradise. How do you expect a man to take you to your climax when you don't even know the road leading to your own orgasm by yourself? I get it for a fact that, growing up in the African setting, we've been told by religious institutions that, masturbation is a sin and all of that. Of course I do get it. But listen, if you've been sleeping with someone you're not married to, If you have slept or you're still sleeping with someone that you're not married to, what makes that any more better than you touching yourself? Help me make sense of it. Do you get what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. If you can go all out and, defile the bed by sleeping, let's just go religious right now, since we all want to be religious. Let's just go religious. So if you go all out and you have sex with someone who is not your husband or who is not your wife, and you feel like, oh, touching yourself is way dirtier than that, I really don't know what you are thinking or doing. I don't know what realm you operate on, because there is no sin much holier than the next. You cannot expect a man who doesn't know your terrain, who doesn't understand, who has never been a woman before, does not know how it feels like to be a woman, to understand how to get you to your climax, just because he has slept with several women back in the past. Listen, the fact that he has slept with Lady A doesn't mean that he has an understanding of how your body works, because Lady A's body is quite different, because how Lady A reacts to a certain touch, a certain pattern, a certain rhythm would be quite different from what rhythm your body is designed to take. So maybe to Lady A, she likes being choked, all right? And that gets her to squirt. But when that is being applied to Lady B, she gets irritated by that. That's because we're two different persons. If Lady A likes her powerhouse to be stroked like this, or to be stroked very fast or aggressively, you as Lady B, you might just love it extremely slow, just for him to take his time. That gets you off. And, maybe you have a different pattern. She has a different pattern. So I'm saying that what applies to Lady A doesn't necessarily apply to Lady B. So we're all different. So you can't expect a man who's had, maybe sexual experiences in the past to know and understand how your body works. Because, my darling, we are all different. Our bodies are all different. It might look like we have the same anatomy, but at the end of the day, our anatomy, the different parts of our bodies, do not respond, to certain rhythms, or certain pressure, or certain technique. So you've got to learn that by yourself. If you like, you could go out and make your own research. If there are thousands of women out there who have never had, an orgasm before, they don't even know how it feels like to have an orgasm. They don't even know what it feels like to have a vaginal orgasm or a clitoral orgasm. They've never known that. They've never really enjoyed it. Now, how can you enjoy sex if you don't learn, take out time to explore your own body, to explore your own terrain, get up close and personal with your body parts? In that way, you would be able to tell your husband that, look, my ear gets me turned on faster than any other parts of my body. My nips are super sensitive, so you could just concentrate on that while you slot your finger down there and wiggle whatever you need to wiggle. But you have to wiggle it slow, or you have to wiggle it fast. Okay? So it all depends on you. It behoves on you. It is quite insensitive that we leave the responsibility of reaching our apex to the men when they themselves are not even patient with their own joysticks. If you watch a typical man wank, sometimes it looks as if he's aggressive with it. All right? That's because, you're impatient. How do you think that a man who comes in less than 5 minutes wanking can know how to handle your clit down there? A clit that takes approximately 10-15 minutes of consistency, certain rhythm, certain pattern, certain stroke of the tongue to reach a climax. Sometimes sometimes they might do all the things that they need to do, wiggle their tongue down there, and you still will not come. And besides, it's all in the head. Because to be honest with you, being able to reach a climax is dependent on what you have upstairs. And when I mean what you have upstairs, what are you thinking about? Are you in the moment while he's doing it, or while you're having, sex with this person? Because if you're distracted here and there, if you're conscious of your body, or your mind is not in tune with what's happening at the moment, you will not be able to get there. Even if you're with the best lover on earth, you will not be able to get there. He will not be able to take you there, because it takes you knowing your body and also being in tune with what's happening between you and your spouse for you to get to your climax. It takes you enjoying every sensation, every stroke, every pattern, everything that he does and says to you for you to get there. It's in the mind. If your mind is not there, even if you as a woman do know your own terrain, it will be very, very difficult for you to get to your climax. So I'll tell you this for a fact. The ability for you to get to your climax behoves on you alone. It's an individual task for both of you to do. All right? And that takes you knowing yourself, that takes you being present, and that takes you having chemistry with that person. Because I want to believe that you can't be making love to someone that you do not have chemistry with. Except you're dead inside. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think women learning themselves, by that I mean figuring what part of their bodies are sensitive, is a bad thing. Of course, I know that there are some of us who have made a vow that we're never going to touch ourselves, or we're never going to have sex until we get married. But you need to learn these things. You need to learn these things by watching my videos. This is just what I wanted to say. I just don't want to stay out here taking a whole long period of time to convince some of you women out there to learn your body. You need to learn your body in order for you to be able to teach your man how to get you to the promised land. Because if you don't start understanding your body parts, where it gets you really sensitive, it will be hard. Some women don't even know how that place looks like. Some women have never carried mirror to view down there. Some women have even said that, oh, they're irritated by the sight. It is your body. Some say, oh, it looks like raw meat. Yes, it is your body. It doesn't look like raw. It might look like raw meat, but it's your body. You have to look at it. And how is it like raw meat? I don't understand. It's not butchered here and there, I'm thinking. So take out time, look at your body. Okay, touch it. I like the sensation. Keep touching it till you get there. That's how you get to know you. I hope I'm making sense. If I'm not making sense, please write in the comment section that I am not making sense. And we'll talk about it, all right? All right, then. Thank you so much, guys, for taking out time to watch my video. Don't you forget that I do have a second channel. I'm going to put the link in the comment section and also pin it. Please subscribe to my second channel. That's where I do my vlogs and support your girl. Okay, support your girl. Until next time, my name is Jane Lawrence, and do know that I love you.